Hi, and welcome to Backdoor Entertainment. I'm your host, Prince Electro Diamond,
And I am Twunk the Twink.
my co-host, and we are here doing Backdoor Entertainment, and I'm here with this bitch because everybody else said no. No, I'm kidding.
It's true though. It's true though.
I wouldn't have wanted to do this with anybody but you. Like, honestly, if I ever were to have a co-host on Gay Out the City, not saying I need one, that's a plug for my other podcast people. Um, it would be you because like I couldn't sit there and like do it with some people. Some people don't have that like I I want to this bad to say. I want to say like
Charisma.
big energy. Like
We know quite a few people like that. We do.
you know quite a few people like that.
Yeah, being a
A lot of
streamer
them
is
work on
fun.
TikTok and they have to say like, "Come on, everybody, tap the screen, tap the screen." Like meanwhile, they're sitting there like drawing or
Wait,
like
wait, wait.
petting their dog.
Um, doubles. Oh, snipe, I guess. Okay, thanks, chat. They're so talented. They're so talented.
And it's like sometimes when I see these people, I'm like, bitch, don't you do porn? Like you it's literally you have to like act, quote unquote act on camera. You can't even pay attention for 2 seconds, like to say hi to people. It's
It's
ridiculous.
why I love Tyler Rush because he's a porn star, but he's like entertain, talk, and I'm like, I love that.
No comment. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
We know a lot of Tylers.
Love you, Tyler Rush. I have to be nice to him. I'm still trying to get him on Gay Out the City.
Every Tyler we know is a little bit different. There's Shower and Scream for a Uni Tyler, Tyler Sellers. There's Sit Down and Scream for a Uni Tyler, Tyler Rush. Lots of them.
Well, who's okay? So I know you talk about Tyler Sellers. Who's the one who does showers?
Tyler Sellers.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, you said that like those are two different people.
No, I'm saying there's two different Tylers. There's one who sits and asks for unis on the floor. There's one who stands and asks for unis in the shower.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So let's see. What was one of the things? Oh, this is something I was gonna bring up. I know you have jokes, and we're gonna get into that. So there's this one show that I forgot to tell you about. They literally only did one episode in the '90s. They literally did a sitcom, like a comedy sitcom with Hitler, and they called it like "Hi, Honey, I'm Home." And essentially, what they did this is in the UK. They essentially made Hitler have a Brooklyn accent, and his neighbors were Jewish.
By the way, if anyone's wondering, I'm related to Hitler. No, I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. I do love Mein Kampf, though. It's a great bathroom read.
What was it? Oh, speaking of Mein Kampf, there's this mayor in New York, Eric Adams, who literally read a quote from Mein Kampf in a press conference. I'm like, are you fucking dumb? This is I will say this. This is the same week where he said that if you don't vote for me, you're a Negro. He literally said that. I'm not making this up.
That's crazy.
Yes, and he's black. I'm like, what are you doing?
Have you seen the one who's an admitted Nazi? I forget his name and what state, but he was found under a porn site commenting that he's a brown Nazi. And I
Oh
think he's in a.
yeah, I have heard about that.
But Hillary's emails. Hillary's emails.
Yes.
I don't think he
Hillary-
realizes Nazis wouldn't have liked him.
Of course not. I love when people are like, "Oh, but I want to. I support." It's like Kanye. It's like you realize they would have shoved you in the oven first. Like Like when Roseanne was posing with those pictures, she was thinking about you, Kanye. Like,
That they would have shoved her right in that oven. They'd be like, "You can't do any work. You're just in here screaming." Oven, get in there, Roseanne.
no, that is one of my like favorite unintentionally like funny videos when she's sitting there, she's screaming like, "I thought the bitch was white." I'm
Her
like,
and
you're not
Wendy
helping your
Williams.
case. Like,
I can't believe I used to be obsessed with Roseanne.
well, this was the thing. Roseanne used to be good before the two the like 2010s and like the 2000s. Roseanne was good in the 90s. Like, and she used to like literally, it's not like she was like anti anything, like anti LGBT. She literally cast Sandra Bernhard on the show, and Sandra Bernhard's bisexual. So like,
Right.
it's not like she had an issue. I don't know. People say conservatism comes with age. No, it doesn't. Ignorant conservatism comes with ignorance.
Or bipolar disorder.
Or
I think she's definitely bipolar.
well, of course she's definitely bipolar, but it's like some people are like, but she has money. Who cares about money? As I said, if money wasn't like a sustenance thing, I would have no interest in it. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Also, this is not me making fun of bipolar people. This is me making fun of the people who do not help their bipolar friends get medicated. So shame on you. Death to all of their friends.
I love how we're gonna like the bipolar community, like literally the things that we're gonna say. So we do have to discuss what this podcast is going to be at some point. And in truth, we have no fucking idea. Like, I mean, that's so professional. I just pressed record.
What's your business plan?
I don't
Talk,
know. I don't know, Trish, but it's like toad spot.
talk, laugh, money. That's plan.
Have money. But it's true. It's like when people are like, "This isn't like." Listen, like we don't need a plan, okay? Like I am not like Wolf Blitzer in a wig. Like this is not what you're coming here for. You're coming here to be entertained by the two of us clowns. Hence the wig. Beep 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 beep. Oh,
Two clowns.
what are you trying to insinuate that you're not a clown? You sit there and perform for people. Well, performs a light word of saying what you do on TikTok live. It's not really performing.
Do you know how hard it is to sit in one spot for 3 hours and laugh for a job? It's difficult. White
Yes, I bet
privilege
the coal
sucks.
miners really, really feel for you when they're sitting there like breathing in asbestos, and you're talking about how hard it is to sit there for 3 hours.
Well, yeah, like they have to mine the coal for me to be able to sit here. Thank you. Taps for miners. Not like the miners that Wolf likes, like the coal miners. Taps for coal miners.
It's like what was it? I remember making that awesome. Remember making an Austin Wolf joke for like in Tyler Rush's chat, and he's like, do they get internet in prison? I'm like, I don't know, I haven't been there yet. Like,
You think he's sitting there reading his like Twitter posts, like just like the comments still coming in?
but here's the thing. This is the thing. We all know that Trump's friends of Epstein, Austin Wolf ain't gonna be staying in jail for long.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna get a cabinet position.
You know, Austin Wolf is sitting there being like, "Where's my SD card? It had so many photos. I need it. I need it. My memory isn't good enough."
It's literally it's so true, and it's like I will say this in terms of like being on gay out in the city. That's like one of my like most awkward moments when I was sitting across from somebody who had worked with Austin Wolf, and I'd ask them questions about what it was like working with Austin Wolf.
Did they seem awkwarded out by it?
No, because this was the thing. I'm like, because the thing, they're my friend. Their name's Daddy Doll, but it's like I had to, because if I didn't, it would have been like, oh, you're sitting there protecting your friend. We all know he's worked with Austin Wolf. It's on his X, Twitter, whatever. So I'm like, I have to ask, unfortunately.
So he's
And
basically Dick Brothers with some kid at his bar mitzvah, 13 years old.
well, this is the thing. Everyone like when I looked back and I saw like some of his stuff where he's like, he's barely legal. He's barely. I'm like, Rico, like weird. Why would you mention that? Ew.
Yeah, it's gross.
Like, like granted, I make jokes about Tyler Rush, but again, they're jokes. I'm not like seriously. They're like seriously talking about it. They're like, ew, looks young. I don't know what that is, but
Just like two cocks connected to each other. That'd be cool though, wouldn't it?
what?
I
Two
saw
cocks
this
connected
like
to-
porn and it was edited and the guy had two cocks coming out of his one cock. And of course I was like, that's hot. That's more cocks than usual. What is wrong with me? Like I see that, I see twins fucking each other. I'm like, yeah, oh, a splitting cock, yeah. Where did that stem from?
You want to have sex with twins? Like that's. I will say this: there are some twins that are probably down. There are a lot of twins who probably aren't, but there are probably some twins who are like, "Oh yeah, sex with men together, and it's just fine and it's hot because I love my own body and I get to see it in like double form." You're weird. You're weird. I'm just gonna say it. You're fucking weird.
I would top myself. I wouldn't ride myself because my ass could not handle myself. But I would top my.
Okay, so that's then okay. This is where I'm gonna ask like TMI, but I am curious. So that means when you're getting down with your man, it has to be missionary, right? Because like you also don't have enough ass to do doggy. Like
It hurts. It hurts. There's like it goes even deeper because it's like there's no barrier of fat. It's just like welcome in. Hello, sphincter or whatever's up there.
can't relate. No, I'm kidding.
I did get a hemorrhoid though because I was like, this is gonna be easy, and he's big.
No, okay, this is the one thing that I will say. If me, you, and your man ever get together, like this is the way that I feel will be the most pleasurable for you. He tops you, you top me at the same time. Because it's like then you're distracted.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. The
So
white
yes,
line
I am
battle.
giving actually he's never gonna see this. Well I don't know. Actually I don't know. Are you in that kind of relationship where it's like, oh, I want to show you everything, honey? Like
What do you mean, like opens kind of stuff?
yeah, like that kind of stuff where it's like, oh honey, look what I did.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, there's also like I feel it's nice to have like a boundary and stuff. I mean, having someone be like your number one fan, that's not the person I want to like. Oh, you're my number one fan, and now you're fucking me. That seems like weird.
Well, that's why I won't fuck you.
Well, this is the thing. You can kind of like. I'm not talking about drag. You don't get to see me. Well, I love when dudes are like, will you get or well, this is the thing, like, and this is honestly like an absolute turn off for me when guys are like, "Oh, will you put on a wig for us to have sex?" No, no. If you want to fuck me, wait till I'm up in the quiche and then approach me. I'm not getting dressed up to have sex with you, you weirdo.
Right.
I've had dudes do that, and I'm like, no. No,
That's funny.
no, because
They're DL, I assume.
oh yeah, it's like honestly, as we talked about like off camera yesterday, I don't want. This is my thing. I'm not saying that I don't want sex. I just want sex with like one or two people, like possibly at the same time. But it's like with that, it's like if you have two friends with benefits or like stuff, I don't want this like random thing. Oh, it
See,
skeeves me out. Like,
I'm very lucky. Being born beautiful, it's been very easy for me.
no, we know exactly what's happened with you. We know exactly what's happened with you. Oh, I need. It's like, oh, I need ass. I'll just go with a man and I'll date him for 5 years. Oh, I just need.
Love me. Will somebody love me? Can I get some more love, please? My mom hasn't given it to me in a while. Fucking cancer. Okay, sorry.
No, don't worry. My mom. Well,
No, the shooter's name was Cancer. She didn't have the disease.
no, literally, that's the truth. And my mom's like, and sometimes it's like, she's like, she told me she had two different kinds of cancer. I'm like, I would have accepted the fact that you had like AIDS and like just didn't tell me. I would have accepted that and been fine. I would have been like, work, mom. Why'd you have to lie to me? Like,
Yeah, my mom lied to me about the cancer stuff. Cancer stuff too. She's like, I wanted you to get A's on your final semester. And I'm like, oh, you're just being Jewish like the rest of us. Okay. I was like, you were just worried about education. I appreciate it.
Lord knows. Everyone's like, it's wrong to stereotype people. Let's just say this. And I'm talking to somebody who's Jewish over there. Every stereotype about Jewish people is almost 1,000% true,
It is.
except for the one that they killed Walt Disney. That was somebody else. Um,
Yeah, it was me. I'd fucking do it again. You know who my favorite cousin is? Judas. I love him.
Work. Love him. Yes. That's why Lady Gaga wrote that song. She wrote that song about you having an affair with Judas. Work.
Right? I'm from Alabama though, so I fuck my ancestry. Ancestry.com is my social media.
No, we all know. It's you use TikTok. You use TikTok like speed dating. We understand.
Yeah, and you use speed while dating.
That's the thing. When people are like, "Do you do drugs?" I'm like, I wish I had been on ecstasy during that relationship. I wasn't, but I wish I had been.
Yep. I used
Or
to smoke nicotine.
yeah, it's like, or like everyone's like, Tina, Tina. I'm like, Tina, what helps there? What helps there? What helps there?
I didn't even know what Tina was when somebody first wrote me, like, you want a part T? And I'm like, ill, bad grammar. Like, I literally didn't respond because I was like, wow. Everything was like capital T in their bio. And I'm like, wow, there's something wrong with this dude.
Well, I mean, it's in Florida. Chances are they could have not spelled. Like they could have not know how to spell.
Like, capital letters in every fucking middle of the word. Like, even if English is your 19th language, that's how the first word of a sentence.
So you just thought like, oh, he just randomly put stuff, or it's like,
I was new.
well, no. The other thing was like, and this helped. This happened in my hometown. This didn't happen when I lived in Orlando because dudes are smarter than that. It's like back when I used to take like Adderall. Dudes are like, oh, can I have some of your Adderall? I'm like, so the medicine that I need to focus, you want to snort up your nose? Pass.
Yeah.
Like hard pass. No.
Yeah, I was prescribed Vyvanse and Concerta for a while, but
Yeah.
no one ever asked if they could buy it. I gave it for free. I wasn't gonna just sell it to my friends. No, I didn't give it for free. Whoever would arrest me for that, whatever agency.
Well, here's the thing: you're moving out of Florida soon. Technically, they can't get you if you're gone. So
I'm on the run. They don't even know where the fuck I am right now. I do podcasts on the run.
yes.
Fucking morons.
So with that being said, in Florida, I committed this crime.
The body will not be found because I need something to negotiate with if you find the other bodies. I'll return it to the family.
Wait,
Rest in pieces.
wait, you have the body still? I thought you pulled a Jeffrey Dahmer.
I cut it up in pieces, different ones, and I spread it around the country. That's why I'm gonna write them rest in
I thought you ate
pieces.
them.
What?
I thought you ate them. I thought that was before you went vegan. You put some like steak sauce on them, and they're like yum.
There was too many calories. The fuck? You know I have an eating disorder. I'm not gonna eat human. I would need like a really, really like jaundice anorexic one.
Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna go to this part because I mean, obviously, we're gonna keep chatting, but I do believe you had some jokes prepared for
I have
this.
one now because my dad made me so self-conscious about the other.
What? Who told your dad your material? You're never supposed to do that. That's
He
like,
didn't like the 9/11 one, but I'm like, no, I'm keeping that one.
well, this is the thing. That's like telling a crossing guard, "Oh, I'm gonna run in the middle of the street while there's traffic." You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just like run in the middle of the street, hope you don't get hit.
Well, those are the crossing guards the ones that like are outside schools and stuff.
Yes.
I don't remember. I'm not allowed to around schools anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
If they have a
forgot.
playground, or security cameras. So that was joke number one. Okay, we got the kid fucking out of the way. Okay, what's next on the list? Oh, we need 9/11. Okay, so we got kid fucking. Now we need terrorism. Okay. How did I learn subtraction? The
Ow.
Twin Towers. It's how I learned to subtract by 2. Osama was a great teacher.
Yes, he really was. And like he also taught me about like real estate really good. Like he taught me that you could like buy a cave for like $27 and I love that. Like and
He
live there
taught me that
forever.
he taught me house flipping meant actually flipping the fucking house over. Damn it, HGTV. You need to implement that.
Yes, exactly. Property brothers with their stupid thing of, oh yeah, we're gonna sit here. Or like they have those dumbass ladies who are like, who like who's like, I want granite countertops. Motherfucker, you're living in a trailer. Your budget's $2. Shut the fuck up. Like, be lucky that you have countertops. Like,
Be thankful you're not in a fucking box.
yeah, it's like, what's my budget? $35. Oh my gosh, I need stainless steel count.
Where's the elevator? Where's the shaft you throw the laundry downstairs? I don't get this shit. Why is there poor people around me? I get hives from them.
That's why I love how they're like. This is the thing when some people like to the poor people, actually to the real estate developers out there who are like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna buy up property in the hood." Stop doing that. Like, Like, this is the thing. It's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be $1,000 a month. You can get killed if you walk 2 feet this way, but it's $1,000 a month. Go fuck yourself. Like,
Yeah.
literally, it's like, no, no. It's like I should not be spending any more than $800 to live in the hood. I'm sorry. Like, no.
I'm
And
lucky. I spend well, it's because I have two dogs. Without two dogs, it'd be $9.75 a month downtown Jacksonville near the gay bars, like walking distance, and it's only $9.75.
well, first of all, you're saying gay bars. It's Jacksonville, gay bar.
Oh, it's actually gay bar. I don't know why I said. Oh,
Yes,
Hamburger Mary's is opening up right here. I'm actually gonna have three because there's gonna be two over here.
you're not gonna have anything. You're moving.
Oh, true.
It's just like, what was it? You're missing it. You're missing out. You can go see the Diana Ross tribute. It's literally gonna be like right after you move.
Is it Diana Ross tribute here?
There's gonna be a Diana Ross tribute. Yes, it came up on Facebook when I was scrolling. It's like Diana Ross tribute in Jacksonville. It's like, well, first of all, it's like, why does she need a tribute? She's not dead yet.
Wait, is she not?
No, Diana Ross
Oh.
is still alive.
See, I just don't. Not that like I don't know her age. I just got confused for a sec because you said tribute. So in my head, I just lived the last decade as if she's been passed away.
No, no. Okay, like this is the thing, and I will tell you this: Spencer's partially racist. It's like, no, Donna Summer's the black woman who's dead, not Diana Ross.
I love Donna Summers.
Yes, I do love Donna Summer. Yeah,
On the radio,
I know.
Umbrella with Jay-Z.
For the old people out here, if there's anyone over the age of like Gravestone who's watching this, it's like no, no, that's Rihanna he's talking about who did Umbrella. I have to like this is just what I have to do. I have to fact check all the jokes that are like
I feel like I'm I don't know. I was gonna say sweating out my eyes. I meant crying tears.
I'm sweating out my eyes. You have been in Jacksonville too long. Um
You're making me sweat out my eyes. I think we've learned I'm not great with English.
Of course you're not great with English. Well, this is the thing. See, I have to get in makeup to look fabulous. He just looks fabulous naturally, which is why like he wasn't expected to learn anything. It's like he's like, I want to play Mario Kart, and then he had somebody build the blocks for him in preschool. Like that's just how.
I was just like, are you sure you don't want to do my homework for me? Thank you, Mario Kart. I mean, I was fucking the teachers. Not as like a little kid. Like 12.
So your teacher was awesome.
He taught me a lot, like how to hide your SD cards.
Well, actually, I learned that a little bit before you. I learned that from Jodi Arias. Like, love her, queen. I also learned how to like kill your boyfriend and somehow get caught. I didn't do it. I wasn't there. You left the camera there, dumbass. Of course you did it. Like you
Speaking
didn't.
of Casey Anthony on TikTok now. Hashtag slay. No, we don't mean slaying Casey or Kelly. Sorry. Oh my God. That sounded horrible.
Well, this is what I have to say. Say what you want about her. She had an obligation at the club and no babysitter. That is responsible parenting. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
If you're able to party after losing a child, it just means you're a strong individual who wants to make others happy by going out with them. Like that's do you know how godly of a person you need to be to go clubbing while your kid's missing to make sure others are happy?
Of course, it's what you're supposed to do. It's like those people who are like, "Oh, my mom died," but it's like, but you're a club promoter. You have to pretend like she's just pretend like she's still alive. Literally, it's like you're Kim Kardashian. You don't have to do anything. Nobody's gonna expect you to talk. You just have to like go on a microphone and be like, "What's up, Jacksonville? Hey!" And then like you can go back and cry in the corner like everyone does. That's
Exactly.
especially all the fags who are over 60 who are like, "Am I gonna find love?" Not unless it's going in your bank account.
I mean, you could find love if you like write a fake profile
You can
about
you can
yourself.
you can find love if you pay $1,000 an hour, like in your 60. Like
Easy. I think people at our age are having to spend $1,000 an hour. I think it's every age.
who spends money? I don't.
Well, I mean, like,
I will take money, but I'm not spending money. No,
I'm just thinking of TikTok.
no. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so attracted to you. Let's fly you over to. Or it's like, I want you to come to Dubai. Are you gonna pay for me? Are you paying for my hotel room? I'll go then. Like, obviously, it's like, yes, trip to Dubai.
And what's my daily per diem? Do I get $1,000 for food?
Yes, exactly. Trip to Dubai. I'm the drag queen Mateo Blanco. Work.
Right. Oh
Yeah,
my God. He's hot.
he's what? Well,
I
this is
think
the
he's
thing. Once you learn that everything's fake, because nothing's real. Like, it's like, okay, it's like, no, you don't look like Jessica Rabbit, like in male form naturally. Nobody believes that.
Oh, wait. I was talking about Mateo Lane. Did I mishear?
Yes, I said Mateo Blanco.
Oh, I don't actually know who that is. No offense to,
Okay.
I don't know why I'm looking up in the air. I
Okay,
actually
so
don't
let
know who
me
that
explain to
is.
you. Yes. No, Mateo Lane is hot. Mateo Blanco is an OnlyFans creator slash sex worker who literally has like big lips, like literally like big fake lips, and like a cartoon hourglass figure, like and
I
yes,
know you're talking about. They're not white.
no, no, their name is Blanco. No, Mateo Blanco. No, he's
I'm so
Hispanic.
stupid. Yeah, no, because he's like he has really pretty like golden like sheen to him, his skin, but he does have like the hourglass, the huge lips.
Yes,
He's getting
yes.
them reduced.
Of course, he's gonna get them reduced because you should only have lips like that at one point. If you're trying to do sex work, or if you just got in a car accident in your GMC Sierra, that's the only time you should have lips like that. Like,
I wonder, like, not judging the way he looks, I wonder if it's painful, like stretching out the lips that far. Like, if you
of
take it out, will this lips now sag for life? You know?
That is a good question. I am not the person to ask for this. So, Injector Chris, if you're gonna like, and yes, Injector Chris is a real doctor. He's worked on Ricky Roman. He's worked on a few people. Like, I don't know him personally because I don't need to go to a doctor yet. I'm young. But like, yes, Injector Chris is a real doctor. He does all the people in New York. Like, he gives them all the BBLs and like all this
So
stuff.
he's good. He's known. He has a reputation.
Yes,
Do you know who I would love to know Tyler's doctor because I do think they do a great job on him. He does his person knows where to put the like stuff. Especially like him as being really young. I feel like they make sure not to make him.
again, he looks. This is the thing. He looks good now. He's gonna look crazy at 40, but he looks good now.
Do you think because they do less on him than like people like Mateo that it's gonna be like it won't be a big deal, it won't really affect it? Because I really
Well,
want
no,
to do
'cause
it.
this is the thing. It's like right now he looks natural, but they're gonna have to keep injecting it to keep that look. So that means you're just gonna inject until all of a sudden you get like the square face and like you look like you came out of a horror movie.
I really want to get it done.
You don't need no.
So this is the thing, you know, like when you don't need it, but then you see people who are drop dead gorgeous, and you're like, oh my god, I need to have my face like,
You do,
oh,
no.
maybe
You
not like
don't need
that.
you need the other end done. You don't need that end.
I do. I do. I'm gonna start stuffing it. Do you think people will notice if after like one day it goes to Kim Kardashian level?
Well, here's the thing. You don't even need like that much more. Like I would say like you probably just need to go up like 2 or 3 sizes, which is not like
Too difficult.
yeah. It's like you don't need like an hourglass figure. That's not what you're talking about, but you need like because that's the thing where it's like, well, this is the one thing that I will say, and Remy Ma taught me this. It's like, luckily you don't mind giving head because when you do stuff, actually, wait, if you get implants, you can't have sex for 90 days. But if
Ooh.
you get like fat transfer, you can.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, Remy Ma said that in Sheether. That's the only reason I know that. Like the lyric 90 days, but you couldn't have box because like that means like you can't have sex at all when you get the injections in like when you get the implants.
See, I just want to be like exaggerated. I want to go back to my birth weight, which I know sounds really unhealthy. And then I want to get a humongous BBL where it's like, it's so large that I won't get hired anywhere because people will feel so uncomfortable just by how big my ass is. And I feel like
No,
that's an accomplishment.
no, you on my ass, essentially. Like
I want them to be like, what? Oh, we can't hire you. You'll distract the CEO. This company will go under. And I'm like, I know. It's hard being beautiful.
insane. Like like this is the thing. You should consult your man before you do anything because it's like he has to see it. Like in addition to you, it's like he's the one who has to fuck it. So I mean like he has to be somewhat in the decision.
Could you imagine if I just showed up and he's like, "Did you get something done?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Your ass is 50 pounds." Like, well, you just have bad eyesight and you obviously weren't looking last time, which offends me.
But I mean,
Gaslight.
okay. Yeah, because it's gotta be like I couldn't imagine like because I was this. I've taken some like pretty big dicks. I couldn't imagine like having like your ass and then like having to take something that's like 8, 9, 10. I just I couldn't do it. Like
It, it's so bad. Like, even like 6.5 inches, if it's doggy, it feels like, and being like 5'7", like my body is compacted. Like, it is hitting my heart. And I'm like, I'm gonna be getting a fucking pulmonary or whatever they fucking call it. Get your dick out of me. It hurts.
well yeah, that's well, I mean here's the thing. You've already done brain damage. Why are you now doing poppers? Like
I have never done Rush. Oh my
I
god, this is
mean
gonna be such a joke for Rush, isn't it?
yes, like this is the thing. It's like you can do it. Like here's the thing. You've already like stoned your mind out, so you might as well do poppers. Like I mean, like honestly, it's like what?
Okay. I have a really true to weird story. Maybe it's not weird. Maybe it's not weird. Y'all, you get around more than me. So we were watching RuPaul's Drag Race. We invited somebody over and they did poppers to watch the show. Nothing sexual. Is that normal?
It's thing. Guys do things for weird shit. I had a guy do poppers. Kid you not, to eat my ass. That's literally all he did.
In finance, you said?
No, to eat my ass. That's all he did. He literally was like eating my ass and doing poppers. I'm like,
That's
what?
crazy.
Yeah.
This one was to watch fucking the runway challenge. And he's like, oh, you gotta loosen up for this shit. I'm like, what are you loosening up for?
Well, you don't know what he was doing after he left. Actually, those don't last that long. I take that back.
I was gonna say, isn't that like a few minute thing?
Yes.
I've never done it.
Well, okay. I've never done it either, but it's like well, here's the thing. I know what it is, which is why I haven't done it. But again, as I said, you've already like weeded your mind out. Like your mind's a fucking garden because you smoke so much. Again, like it's not gonna do anything.
I've never smoked. Hold on, I have to lean over and do something real fast.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna take it.
Oh shit, I actually didn't mean to blow it that way. Future employers, I'd like to apologize for this lapse of judgment and this prolapse of judgment. I'll be doing it again.
To his future employers, he didn't do anything. There's a car right next to him, and he was just sucking the exhaust pipe.
I was sucking Casper off. Like, you kidding me? He's very friendly. When someone's friendly to me, it's
It's like that was a dry ice machine. There was no.
the best part about sucking dick is the protein's free. And being a Jew, and you tell me something's free, I'm gonna suck the neighborhood off for that. That's a gym membership and protein, all that workout.
Okay, I will say this: I don't suck. I don't suck like I don't take like I don't like suck like random loads anymore. I'm a reformed slut. Like, but I used to because like my thing is like I have to live in order to do that.
To swallow?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie, I think swallowing is disgusting after the fact. Like, I'm getting cum burps. I'm fucking blowing bubbles of cum.
You're saying that now. You're saying that now. Obviously, your man knows you do stuff, but it's like,
Oh, but his tastes good.
yes, that's the thing where it's like when I say that, it's like I want to see what you're eating first. If it's like, oh yeah, here's my diet for the day. I'm eating a hamburger, and then I'm eating like a bag of Doritos, and then I'm eating what is it? Then like I'm having a steak, and then I'm having all this stuff. I'm not eating your load. It's gonna taste fucking disgusting. No.
Yeah. If you ate pineapple for the week, maybe. If that's all you subsisted
Oh,
on.
this is the thing. I will always say, like, I I sometimes feel bad when guys like swallow mine because my loads are big. So like I feel bad. But it's like if you want to do it, I'm gonna let you do it. Like,
I
hey,
would love a boyfriend who's allergic to everything besides pineapple. Could you imagine how perfect of a bottom that would be? Or top? Did I just confuse my position? Do you remember when I accidentally called myself Trump instead of Twink the other day? Were you there?
that may have been one of the ones where I was asleep.
I was like, wait, did I just call myself Trump the Twink? And I was like, I can't believe this.
Well, I mean, you do kind of think the same way. You were the ones who were like, "Thank God, all the Mexicans are gone." Like,
And then I was like, fuck, but Chipotle's closed now. No, I'm just joking. Just joking completely. My, I'm very sorry to the Chipotle workers for me comparing you to. No, I'm just joking.
I love you said you're sorry to the Chipotle workers. Never mind. Now fuck the Mexicans. I'm sorry to the Chipotle workers.
This is I want to do roasts. I want to be able to say these things. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's the thing. It's like, here's the thing. This is the thing. We were supposed to do a roast. We never just did it. Like, we were supposed to for your birthday. You just never got around to it. Which again, I'm still down. I don't know who exactly it would be. Me, it'd be you. I don't know who else we could get. We could probably get Tyler, maybe.
The only one I could think of who'd be able to write stuff for it would be Tyler.
Yeah,
No offense to the others, I just don't think that's up there. Like it's not their main skill set.
it's none of your friends' skill set.
I'm
Like
trying to think who would be good for it. Really, only Tyler. And there's one other who I don't battle anymore. I won't name by name, but he'd probably have been the best for it, to be honest.
no, he wouldn't. If it's who I'm thinking of, he wouldn't be good for it either. Because like the minute you told a joke about him, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm offended. Fuck off."
Yeah, so maybe not. Do you know who
Yeah,
would be good? You know, Paul and Jen.
I've seen you with Paul and Jen. Usually, those are like, okay. I will say this. I stay around when you battle some people. With some people, I'm like, exit out. This is gonna be boring.
Because it's just competition wise with those battles rather than like we kiki the whole time.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I hate when people are like, "Oh, we have to battle. This is a battle of everything." What the? No.
I'll tell
Like,
you something with him. If you go and watch his chat, you will understand why everyone's so addicted to watching him battle. He is so, I don't know how to explain. It's almost as if you want a gift because of how funny his reactions are. If you go and just sit in his chat, it's hilarious.
what I mean is it? But see, those are people like this. This is what I appreciate about you is the fact that like you're not just like a TikTok comedian, because there are plenty of people who are TikTok comedians or need like hee hee I'm a bottom, and that's like those are they're their only jokes. So like hee hee I'm gay, hee hee I'm a faggot. No, like it's like come up with another joke, Mary. Honestly, it's like first of all, it's like yes, you're gay, so are 8,000 other people. It's like unless you're gonna say like, so here's my story of how I took 8,000 loads on Fire Island this weekend. That's the only thing we're interested in. You're just saying like, let's get one thing straight and two things gay. Barf. Um,
I'll tell you, they're the people I love battling the most. And I don't want to offend anyone. It would be Paul and Jen. It would be Shar. I love battling Ryan, but he's gone for a few weeks.
no, he's gone forever. You chased him away, you asshole.
No, also, by the way, people, he will be back in like 2 to 3 weeks. Just letting y'all know.
No, he's lying to y'all. He chased him away. It's all his fault.
But that wasn't to be offensive to anyone else. I just, they're just people I love battling. I think it's hilarious. Have you seen Paul? There's no difference between him getting a rose and getting a uni. Have you noticed that?
Here's the thing. The few times I've watched Paul and Jen, I've like turned the sound down and like I'll be watching something else. Nothing against you. It's just like,
I get what you mean. It's a battle. Those are
oh.
battles.
And like this is the thing. At the end of the day, it's like, oh come on guys. It's like essentially what TikTok did was they took Dungeons and Dragons, which used to be for nerds in the 80s, and then all of a sudden they put it on the TikTok platform, and now every bitch who sits there who thinks like I'm hot, let's battle. Like I'm gonna sit here and like draw a rainbow and like draw stick figures and like not pay attention to my chat at all. Let's just start a battle. Come on, give me a uni. Like no,
See, that's there. I'm not gonna say his name. There's one creator who sits there like this. And I'm just like, I can't stand him, and it's not because he's like that, it's because he's actually mean to his chat. People, if you want to know who I do not like, you could tell because I won't battle them. That's how you know there's tea with people who, if I'm not battling somebody, it specifically usually means they were mean to their chat. It wasn't any beef between me and them. It was me sticking up for their chat people. So if you see me stop battling someone, question.
Yes. So Gia gone. No.
You know, the thing is, like, she was at, it's funny, she always gets mad at me in the end, but she's so nice to her chat during it. She'll just end her battle with me, and I'm like, Gia. Do you know who's great though? Amaya, also. Amaya. Everyone loves Amaya.
I haven't seen much of Amaya. I've watched Amaya a little bit because this is the thing. I only want to like watch certain people. Like your chat, I'm usually there to like drive the like conversation. I'm just like not trying to like gas myself up. I'm just like saying the truth. It's like, and then Tyler's like kind of do that a little bit too. Especially like if I haven't seen you in the day and like I have to go talk to Tyler Rush. I'll sometimes be there and be like, I'll sit there and like write jokes, but I'm very sort of cautious because I think there's certain things, but like there's other things like if we end up doing a roast, I want to save it for that. Like I want to save it for like I want to say like the joke of if we run out of plastic, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna siphon Tyler Rush's face. Like I mean, like
Exactly. Exactly. You want to make jokes about how he hurts sea turtles because of all the plastic. You want to make lots of jokes.
exactly, and it's like, and I'll make jokes about like how you can't walk near a middle school if it's like during school hours because they'll say like, "What did one of the kids do and get out? Like, how did one of the kids get out of the school?"
Oh, I did have to give one more shout out because the other people I actually love battling as much, Eric and Seb, Amaya, and Gia has actually become a great streamer. She actually has. Amaya could do like 1,000 impersonations. It's actually absurd. You ask
Well,
her on the spot to do something and she does it.
yeah. Well, I mean, but we also know why Gia had to become good at streaming because she can't get booked at drag games. But it's like,
I don't think anyone is. I think nowadays, I feel like with all how many drag queens there are that have come from Rio, I'm surprised that those
listen,
gigs.
just because your friend Malaysia doesn't get booked at gigs doesn't mean that other drag queens don't. The ones who actually won their season actually make a lot of money and don't have to sit there and work in the parking lot for $25.
Malaysia, we love you. I almost guarantee she
I
makes
do love
more.
Malaysia. I'm kidding. Like this is the thing. Malaysia should get mad at what I said. Who the fuck am I? Like,
Yeah, no, Malaysia laughs at that shit though. She
yeah,
appreciates jokes. She always has.
that was it. I remember like one of my exes was like after season 10, they're like, oh, I want to see Miss Banshee. I'm like, don't worry, wait till next season when she's charging 25 cents for a meet and greet. Like, you'll be all good.
Ah, it does suck. There are some people who've done great with investments, like Trixie. There's some people who knew
Yeah.
how to like be financially savvy.
Well, that's because Trixie like allegedly was the true winner of All Stars. No. Well, actually, I will say this. Actually, I will take that back. When people say like Trixie shouldn't have won All Stars, yes, she should have. Think about how like problematic Shangela is now. They picked the right person. Like,
Also,
sometimes it's like, oh, or like, um, crap. I don't know her current drag name. Tyler. Oh, James. King James. Tyler Sanchez. It's like, yeah, well, bitch, you're never gonna get invited back to. All Stars. You threatened to blow up DragCon. Of course, you're not going to get invited back. Like, obviously,
Have you seen their recent stuff on Twitter?
no.
It's very fucked up. Very, very, very fucked up. I've never seen stuff that. Oh, you know like how the Viv died?
Yes.
She made fun of it and then just kept going and going. She actually responded to a tweet from the Viv from years ago and was being petty, like, "Oh, you mean like you now, bitch?" Like, because she passed. And yeah, all the comments being like, "You're a great role model for your kid," and I'm like, "Yeah, what a great kid
See,
who's going to turn out to be."
see, that was the thing. Like, when I made fun of the Vivian, when like the fake Vivian was in your like chat that one time, it's because I knew that person wasn't real. That's why I was making jokes. Like, I'm not sitting there like saying, I mean, granted, it's sad. Like, literally, I think it's bad for like all people who like, I think, actually, I shouldn't say this. Listen, this is not CNN. I believe that the Vivian died of drugs. Don't quote me on that, but it's like, with that, it's so sad to see people like I see one of my friends was in the Miami nightlife scene and passed away like from doing too much drugs, and it's like with that, it's like sad, and people are like, "Oh, but they did it to themselves." I'm like, it's like, but did they though? Okay, fine. We're gonna make that argument. So did all the people who died in the Twin Towers because they went to work. Like,
Yeah, it's so stupid.
yeah, it's just like it makes no sense. It's like, nah. Like, let's be respectful of people. Now, there's certain people we don't need to be respectful of. Like,
Like Trump voters.
I have to say this when people are like, "Oh, but Trump's so smart." Trump, he is. It's like, oh, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna find fraud in this organization and in Social Security and all this stuff. It's like I'm gonna find billions of dollars worth of fraud. How much did you find? I think it was like $10 million. I'm like, I think it was actually it probably was less than that. But
And you know they over exaggerated the numbers.
of course they do. They over exaggerate everything, just like how he over exaggerated. He's like, I'm a billionaire. No, you're not. Like, I know you probably got more money than I do, but I know you're not a billionaire. Like,
Oh, also, shout out to my cousin Peter. You must have really cared about my trans cousin when you voted for Trump. I'm glad that they're still close with you. Lots of self-respect that they have. Okay, sorry, continue.
wait, are you serious? Like,
Yeah. Okay, the self-respect part I may need to cut out. Because it's just like he voted for Trump and all their stuff was like voting for Trump and you know my cousin's trans, he ain't voting for Trump, but they're still like this. I wrote him and I'm like, so you don't care about my cousin? And my cousin's like, no, 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 he still cares, you know, like, and I'm like, shh, close mouth thing. Use this, not this. Come on. You know what I mean? And then I wrote him the not the male cousin, like the cousin Peter who voted.
right.
And I listed out like four reasons of why it was stupid. And when I got to the fifth reason, I was like, I would give number five, but you clearly aren't smart enough to count past four. Blocked him, never talked to him again in the family.
Well, there's also like, I have to say this. Like, I will say this on here. As much as you love your dad, I love that for you. I have, upon self reflection, and I don't care what my dad says, he will absolutely disagree with this. If I say this, I honestly 100% believe my dad hated me.
Hated you?
Yeah,
What
because
made you think that?
you know my situation. Like, he kept that dog in the house. It's like, how could okay, so we have to explain this to the people. So basically, my dad kept a dog in his house that like attacked me for years, and he thought it was like fine and everything. I'm explaining this to the viewers. So it's like with that, it's like if you really loved me, the second time I would give you the first time. The second time it happened, that dog should have been back to the humane society.
You give it to somebody who's able to handle that type of
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, it's like you were not, and it's like, oh, but she's gonna change. You're gonna do all this. I'm like, no,
That just leads to you getting hurt and a dog potentially being put down because of selfishness.
no, because that's the thing. It's like he didn't want to put the dog down. I'm like, well, again, that's not your fault. It's like all of this stuff. One of the things that I talk about, where it's like, you shouldn't have adopted her. Like, you're only like, like going to the humane society, it's foster to adopt. If the dog doesn't work, you send the dog back. You go try another dog.
And somebody will be able to work with that dog
Yeah,
and give it the kind of life that it needs
yeah,
relative to their familial needs.
and like that's the thing where it's like now what he doesn't realize is we're gonna have a phone relationship forever until the day he dies, and like once he's once he's like dead, that's the moment. Because that's the thing where like I told people where it's like if I'm going back, like if I'm going back to Florida, like not anytime soon because it's still like too fresh, but it's like I'm going to Fort Lauderdale. It's like that's the closest I'm getting to my home. I'm going to Fort Lauderdale and I'm going to like support people that I know. In terms of visiting my hometown, out of the question. Not happening.
If he passes away, do you inherit the dog?
I hope not.
Could you
Like,
imagine the wills like
well,
Prince?
well, well. This is the thing. Like, this is what I will say. That's going to be a tricky situation if he passes away soon because he's not talking to my sister right now. So, like, I'm literally the only child he's talking to. And that's because like he's financially still like we're financially tied through like certain things. So like
Makes sense.
I don't know what happens at that point where it's like or like we'll talk sometimes. Like I accidentally like when I was like trying to get some like blue light glasses, I accidentally sent them to his house instead of my apartment. So like I talked to him about that. But we don't talk about anything like substantive. But that's the thing where it's like sometimes you have to choose your family. I love that aspect. And it's like I like the chosen family thing. I love the yeah, the chosen family aspect. It's like you choose who's in your life, you choose not who's in your life. I don't think that's English, but
You
you're
choose who's not in your life.
choose
You
who's not in
choose
your life.
life you want to end.
Yeah. Clearly, okay, like let's put it this way. It's like, yes, I'm not like an English professor, but I'm better at English than this bitch. Like, let's get
I mean, I'm the one who thought humility was humility. I didn't realize chit chat was not chit with your chat. What was it? Oh my god, I'm so cold outside. I'm colding. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me because I'm not even trying to be jokester with those. Those are the times I'm not even
no,
trying to joke.
no, this is the thing. Like, what was it? There was one time there are certain like scientific words that I can't spell. I remember one time I embarrassed myself on here because somebody talked about quantum physics and they asked me to spell it. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I am not a dictionary. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not Oxford. Like, no. I had to think of a dictionary name. I
I was
don't.
like, I'm not Merriam, bitch.
Yeah, like it's like I don't know. Like, it's like I know that it starts with a Q, but like after that, I'm out.
You on some physics.
On No, that was the one time. And by the way, this is what I have to say. That was the one time I had a stripper on here. It's like that's the one thing I have to say. People who think strippers are stupid. Now, I'm not saying that they're all like. I'm not saying that they.
Physicist.
I'm not saying that they're physicists. I'm not saying that they deserve a Pulitzer Prize. I'm just saying that they're not all idiots. Now, with that being said, there are some who say stupid shit, and to those, I remember I discussed this with you yesterday, watching an interview where somebody was like, "Oh man, I was supposed to stay in prison 3 months, but I stayed in prison 3 years because the dick was so good." And my mom hates that I say this. Da, 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 da. Shut the fuck up! Like,
Don't say it.
yeah, like don't say that. You're on fucking camera. Like,
Think it.
yeah, it's like you can think that all you want. You can think everything. Don't do that. And it's like,
If I stayed an extra few years in prison because the dick was so good, why would you say that? Why?
and this is the thing, like, that's why. And it was somebody in LA, and they don't get challenged. Where I'd be like, because my first response would have been like, "Say that again? What you mean? I'm confused. You do realize that we're on camera saying this."
Right. It reminds me of the like one of those like hide your kids, hide your wives, but like extreme.
Yes.
I just got out of prison. It was actually a 6-month sentence. I say it's 6 years because my cellmate had an 8-inch cock. But it's great to be free and just like randomly giving that out. Like what?
And it's like at the end of the day, it's like, and also this was a person who's a rapper, and like with that, I'm like, that doesn't make you like, that doesn't make you Nicki Minaj to be like, "Oh yeah, I stayed in prison longer." It's like unless you put that in bars where it's like, "Everyone know that I'm going down, say." Supposed to say 3 months, say 3 years, cause they that dick hard as a motherfucker, like go down like Slay, and no, he just laid my ass like everybody know that I pray. Like if you did something
Yeah,
like that, I'd be like, that'll
it's
work.
different.
If you just saying that, or it's like, although some of the times, like this person also has a song called Poochie, so it's like you could just interview. Well, actually, you could just look up the person I'm talking about, and the song is trash. Like I'm gonna say it right now, the song is trash, and like it's clear he produced it himself because he didn't know how to like make it so the bars and like the beat matched. So
I want to write rap. I think it'd be fun. I just don't have the voice for it.
what do you mean? How do you not have the voice for it?
The dick for it. I have the dick for it, but the voice for it, just because like I'm so Jewy. You know? Like I'm allowed to say that, but my voice is pretty Brooklyn Jewy. Like I couldn't hide from the Nazis even if I did have blonde blue eyes. They'd be like, that
Well,
voice is
see,
very
this is why
Jewy.
you have to change your name. It's like if you had to lean into the like Jewishness, you'd have to be like MC Take Yo Pennies, like something like that.
MC Gas Chamber. No, that's fucked up.
But I mean, it's honestly not that hard. Where it's like, turn it down like a Nick Low. Oh yeah, cause I'm just dick slow. Oh yeah, last time I checked, you just know. Oh yeah, motherfucker down like that dick slow. Oh yeah, cause I'ma get down doing it right. Oh yeah, cause I'ma get down doing it sight. Oh yeah, cause you know that I'm getting it fight, and I'ma spit it down, motherfucker down on the mic.
Yeah, like
I don't
that.
know. I don't know where it comes from. Like,
I love that though. I love
I
that.
just sit there and like, that's one of the things where it's like, but I also like, as a rapper, it's like that would be cute for like a little EP, just like put it out, but like not to be like a serious rapper. Because I mean, you could do like a little EP and just call it like
Helen Keller would listen.
you could call it like sticking to the Jewish thing. You could stick it out. You could call it like banged
Torah
out,
Hall.
banged out faux change, and like.
It could be Torah Hall and it could be a Torah scroll.
But yeah, it's like understandable. But yeah, there's some people that Actually, by the way, Malaysia, if you're watching this, that's what you should do with your career. Like, go
Do you think
there,
she would
like,
watch it?
she might watch. I don't know her. Are you gonna send it to her? Like,
Do you remember she said she wanted to talk to you?
yeah. And as I
Yeah.
said, I am down to impart any wisdom I have to people. But with that being said, if you think you're gonna get some of my contacts, I will say this, excluding Twunk here. Like if he asks, I would ask the person, be like, "Hey, my friend wants to talk to you. Like, do you mind?" Like that, I would do. But in terms of like randos who are like, "Oh, you know this person? Can I get their no?" No, you can't. You could sit there and like learn how to get rejected, like I have been many times,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's how you learn. First of all, okay, I'm not gonna say who this was, and I'm not 100% sure that this is a real account. But as somebody who's like, "Oh, I'll do an interview on your podcast if you subscribe to my OnlyFans."
What?
Hmm.
That's this. Yeah, he don't understand business. He ain't understand anything.
And it's like, baby, I'm trying to like sit out here and promote your work, and you're sitting here asking me to like go subscribe. I'm like, maybe if I can see some of what your OnlyFans is about, because this is the thing. There's certain people who sit there. We're not saying names. You know, one of the people that I'm talking about with this, who they'll sit there and they'll have like a free OnlyFans, and they'll sit there and they'll put like stickers over everything just so they like can get some people's change. And I'm like, but why would I like? I'm not saying you got to give out everything, but
At
why
least
would I
let's see a
do that?
dick.
Yeah, it's like at a minimum, it's like let's see a dick, let's see a hole. It's like, and then that's how you entice people. Like this is the thing. Like I will say, some people have OnlyFans, and some people just should. And it's like if you know how to like make your bag and like you're gonna be able to do it, or if you do like professional porn or like your goal is to do professional porn, we'll see that. It's like this person, this bitch's goal next to me is literally just to like pay the rent, like kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like everything you do is to pay the rent. My goal,
Isn't it
my goal,
crazy?
yeah. But it's like you're gonna do. You're like this is the thing. We're not mentioning Twong's boyfriend now. I will mention by name once it is public knowledge. Like once they start their like BF account, we're gonna like.
Oh, you said you. He said you could say his name unless you want to wait.
Well, okay. I mean, okay. So you did tell him. I didn't know if you told him. Like,
Oh, he's cool with everything.
yeah. Well, this is the thing. This is how I might have to beat Curtis. Is Curtis might have to come on at one point because uh Washington's not in the books now, unfortunately. I'm I don't got that kind of coin that I can go out anywhere. And who knows? Like I could end up doing stuff, as I say, the next like 2 years of my life, I think is gonna be interesting to see what I do, what I take a chance on, because this is the thing that I say. Take every opportunity you get. And this is me, like with you, if there's like an open mic comedy improv near, I'm gonna say Seattle because I don't think anything goes on in Tacoma. I feel like Tacoma is where people go to get murdered. Um,
It's hot.
what?
I don't even want to show you. My pants are wet right now. I want to get murdered. I don't have to choke me and be like faggot. I'm like, yeah, no, fuck me as you say it. Who's your little faggot? Me? How did we just get to this part? Okay, we were talking about.
how do we get anywhere? Like, this is the thing where some people like, where it's like, how did you get to that point, bitch? I took a fucking tram, but fucking get on it, bitch. Like,
We were talking about open mic nights, and it got to me saying I'd like to be brutally murdered while being called a faggot, but getting nice dick at the same time. So back to open mic night and opportunities.
yes. So anyway, so it's like, I think you should do it. As I said, like, I feel like you would have to go into the city to do it because again, Tacoma, I feel like because here's how I envision Tacoma. I've never seen like the whole movie, but I imagine like this is how I envision it. Like that scene in Misery where Kathy Bates is like chopping off people's feet. That's what I feel like Tacoma
It's just one big Saw movie.
is.
You escape once you get to Seattle. Oh my God. But I will tell you the opportunity thing. This is something that I've been thinking in my head. Can always message you about it. I can't name names, but there's some people that I have given opportunities to meet people. And I don't want this to come off. I've met people over 5 years of being on here. It's not like to be like, oh, I have, you know what I mean? It's just you meet people
No,
over
dude, I
time.
feel like this is the thing. It's like you meet people, like you met certain people, like some people are friends, some people are like really close friends, like you. Like I met you doing this on my podcast. Like that's how you meet things. Like the fact that one of my friends works for crap, what is the company? I think it's called like Circuit Full, the like the gay company that like does the underwear, does like the jewels and all that stuff. I met
Okay.
him. Yeah, I met him through doing this podcast, and like he's my friend. It's like this is the thing where people, this thing, some people ruin opportunities, and that's your own fault, sis. Like if you ruin the opportunity you have to like meet somebody, that's on you. I feel
It's
like
like
that's the point you're gonna make. I feel like that was the point you were gonna make.
no, exactly. It's like let's say you're my friend who's an underwear creator, right? You make underwear. My good friend is Andrew Christian. So I want to introduce you to, but you don't know how to take opportunities and you just keep fucking it up. Don't know how to talk. Keep fucking everything up. I introduced you to them 1,000 times over years. Wouldn't you be like, how did you ruin for years and years straight opportunities? Years.
By the way, if you do Andrew Christian, that's like that's another person. Like shout out Andrew Christian if you ever see this. I am trying to interview you on my podcast, Gay Out the City. I'd love to have you. But like, yes, I understand where you're coming from. It's like with that, or I see people and it's like sometimes you have to get people on the way up. Now, when you get people on the way up, that doesn't mean that they're always going to be your friend forever. I know somebody who signed to an agency. He was on here once. We were like, cool, we're friends. All of a sudden, now he's not, and he's big. He's like nominated for the Grammys this year and like all that stuff. So it's like it doesn't always work out.
People
That's
change.
it's yeah, people change, and it's also it's like with that, it's almost like, but how do people change? Like I feel like the older you interview somebody, like this is the thing, like this person was 18. So it's like when you're 18, yeah, you're gonna change when you get to be 19, 20, because all of a sudden everyone's like seeing you like you're in like 7 orgy scenes like a week and like you're getting railed on camera and it's like I love that for you.
Get your
It's like
coin.
yeah, it's like because that's the deal where it's like you have to like get your coin when you can. Because this is the thing I have to point out to people. You're not going to be able to do porn forever. Nobody's like, there are very few people who are going to sit there and want to watch like somebody on like a walker getting fucked by somebody.
True.
Like,
They want to see you needing a walker after getting fucked.
yeah, it's or it's like they want to see you need a wheelchair because of the dick. They don't want to see you like need a wheelchair just because you got like osteoporosis finally, and like
Yeah, we're not looking for a wheel missionary. No, I'm just joking, guys. We love everyone who is in the not able community. We hate everyone equally. As long as you're not straight, like we really don't mean these jokes.
that's the thing where people are like, oh my gosh, I love when dudes are like, but he's straight. It's so hot. I love that. Like I love getting banged out by straight dudes. He's never gonna want you, bitch. He's never gonna want you. It's
Not
like,
even thinking about you. He's thinking about Megan Fox while he fucks you.
yeah, it's like, oh, but it's so hot. Or it's like those dudes who are like, oh, I'm on broke straight boys. It's like newsflash, most of the broke straight boys that come out all of a sudden are gay.
And still broke.
Yeah,
But
and still broke. I know one of them. I've tried to interview him. I'm not gonna say his name, but he now makes candles, and like that's his business. I'm like, so you got fucked on camera for years, or you got fucked on camera, you did all this, and now you make candles. So it's like you went reverse other way around. So it's like you went from like having things stuck in your butt to essentially like taking things now that your people are gonna shove in their ass, like work.
you know, like how I grew up rich. People, I'm not rich anymore. My family went bankrupt at 18, but I told you I grew up rich, right?
Yes.
So the main thing that really got us to like the tens of millions was candles. I'm not even joking because what we did was we had can so my uncle went to a trade show in the 90s. He saw Russian eggs, you know, like the really pretty ones. He went to
Yeah.
another trade show and saw candles and he's like, "What happens if I can make a Russian egg shaped candle?" And he started making beautiful designs. He had connections. They were just as cheap as other candles and got a whole wall in Walmart, in every single Walmart. So you
Yes.
could see how he became like why he became rich from candles. He was trying to sell to Yankee, but he ended up going bankrupt.
Yeah, and when he was like trying to desperately make the money, that's when he started putting the swastika on the side of the candles to like.
He's like, Elon, I have this great idea. I have this family crest that I think you would love. You know, Elon was in geometry class being like, how do I figure out the area of this shape?
Because this is the thing, everyone's like, "Oh, Elon Musk is so smart." No, he's not. He's a fucking idiot. Like,
He's dumb.
so are most of the people. I will say this because Elon's been on Joe Rogan. If you've been on Joe Rogan within like the past like 2 years, 2, 3 years, you're not smart. You're dumb.
I don't know Joe Rogan. Is that bad? I'm
Oh,
thinking of Seth Rogen.
you don't know who Joe Rogan is?
I've heard his name, but I was thinking Seth Rogen.
No, 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 no. Joe. Okay, so Joe Rogan is the alleged comedian. I say alleged because he's not funny, but he's like the alleged comedian who runs a podcast. And he sat there and he literally had one of his guests. I shit. The name's like escaping my mind. Anyway, but he sit there and he let one of his guests say that Elizabeth Warren runs the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and that she will specifically kick people out if she doesn't like your politics. And he doesn't fact check people. I'm like, that's the easiest thing. It's like, first of all, yes, Elizabeth Warren created the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Obama wouldn't let her run it, which is why she's a senator in the state of Massachusetts. But she does not run the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. It's not that hard. All you have to do is be like, that's not true. That's not true. Or he gets like people like Mark Zuckerberg who's on there who's like, I don't know how taxes work and stuff like that. Like,
Honestly, I think a good way to get people to tell the truth would be like some training. Like if Roseanne said something crazy, you just fucking kick her in the face and you're like, you're gonna do it again next time? Let's have a real discussion. You know, like every time a guest says something unscientific, they lose a tooth. And then you're like, okay, maybe we could hear you better through those really gross long veneers. You look like a horse, so let's talk.
yes, that's the thing where it's like Veneers. First of all, I love the people who I'll say this. Shout out to the veneer community. Actually, I don't know anybody in the veneer
Me
community.
neither.
Actually, wait, that's not true. I think Trinity K Bonet has veneers. Don't quote me on that. But it's like a lot of people like get them, and it's like I understand if you have like fucked up teeth because that just happens. Like,
Can't control that.
yeah, it's like sometimes where it's like, oh my gosh, I was born with fucked up teeth. You're white. How is that possible? I was born British. Okay, that makes sense.
I was born British. The accent is just like teeth developing. It's not actually their accent. They're teething.
It's like sometimes it's like, girl. It's like when I see people, it's like, girl, your teeth look like they look like a car accident on I-95. Like, what the fuck happened?
Their teeth look like the lanes on I-95 going in all directions.
Yeah, shout out to interstates in actually shout out to interstates for the interstate lover community.
One is trying to go to college, one's trying to go to the friend's house, one's trying to go home, the other's visiting the other ends of the world.
Because I am saying that because there will be some people who are like, I can't believe you talked about interstates like that. I am so offended. You're
You know
offended
what?
by interstates?
You know what I think? Fuck your interstates. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I hope they get killed. I hope we kill you. I'm gonna shoot your interstates. Fucking curb stomp that bitch. Let's go. We're going now.
Stop it. Oh my god.
Crazy Florida man seen beating up an interstate.
That's like, let's get real. Okay, for all the like interstate lovers, they're only good for one thing. They're places to advertise strip clubs and there are places to bury bodies. That's literally the only things that interstates are good for.
I was gonna say, and transporting sex slaves.
That's it. No, that's my boat. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put them in the like cargo carrier and then like
We made sure it was a luxury one, though. We
it's
gave him Tempur-Pedic pillows,
yeah, it's like we're not springing for air conditioning, but here's a bed that we stole from a dumpster. Here you
which we found you in too, by the way.
go. It's like we thought you were the cookie monster, so that's why we took you.
People are like, "What do you deal with? Trade, trade, and supply management. I deal with trade and supply management."
Yeah, like that's the thing where it's like yes, we do not agree with that. We are not Andrew Tate. Like
Oh yeah, no, that's fucking crazy. Ugh.
actually, did you hear? Like I don't know if you heard this story. So like Andrew Tate is not banned from the United States, but is specifically banned from Florida.
Really?
Yes, DeSantis banned him from Florida. I'm like, so let me get this straight. You allow all the transphobes, but you won't sit there and allow Andrew Tate. You're like, Andrew Tate's not allowed in my state.
Can you actually block somebody from going into a state?
Of course, if you get found out that you're in a state, they can, yes, absolutely kick you out of the state.
I mean, Florida's the easiest one though. You don't have to go around it for anything. Well, he lucked the fuck out that it wasn't like one of the central states where he has to. You know what I mean?
What? Just imagine like he's banned from Oklahoma, and then all of a sudden you
Yeah.
like go there to like
Banned from Texas, and you're trying to get to New Mexico, and you're just like, well, fuck. Where are you going to Florida? Gulf of America? Like you're not going anywhere.
Gulf of America. So stupid. When people are like, I believe in the Gulf of America, it's like, you idiots. It's named Gulf of Mexico because it touches fucking Mexico. You morons.
I got a text from somebody in chat, and it was what was it? Gulf of SpaceX debris. It was just like, oh my god, brilliant.
This is the thing. Like, Here's proof that we should not allow straight men to run the country or the universe. Because there is So I don't remember the exact name of this podcast, but there's two like bro-ish guys that sit there and like one of the bro-ish guys is talking about he's like, I don't believe that rain comes evaporates up from the ocean and that's how rain comes down. He's like, I don't believe that. I'm like, do you know nothing about science?
I don't believe that. Why? Why don't you believe it? Why?
That's like saying I don't believe in gravity. It's almost the same thing. It's like,
It's science. It's measurement. It's proven.
it's like okay, it's also those people who like deny climate change when they live in Florida. I don't believe that climate change happened. Bitch, it was 86 all through fucking Christmas. How the fuck do you not believe that climate change exists? There's no
Yeah.
cold weather. It didn't happen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where it's like, oh, but I don't believe it's man-made. It's like okay, Chuck, go get back in your Hummer that
No, it's
there.
Republican made.
Yeah, it's like sit there and like drinks up all the gas and like drive down to the corner store and like release your carbon monoxide. I had to think about that.
Get their really cheap Marlboro cigarettes.
Yeah, just I will say it's like
If your biggest career aspirations or your biggest skill would be on the set of Teen Mom, you should not vote. I'm just gonna have to say that.
I'm seeing mom. It's like if your like claim to fame is you were a person who was on Survivor and then somehow was able to host on The View for years and then all of a sudden got to Fox News, you shouldn't be able to vote.
Nope. Nope.
For those of you who don't know, yes, I am talking about Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Absolutely. Like,
There's so many people who I'm just like, you vote? Like, you shouldn't even vote for an American Idol like contestant. Like, what do you mean voting for fucking president?
I love the people who are like, I vote. I'm like, I'm like, people allow you to vote. Like, this is the thing. Like, at some point, I'm not saying this for a racist way. At some point, there should be some form of literacy testing. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it should be for like against any race, but I'm saying it's like if you don't know, actually, here's the thing: if you can't name 4 candidates that are running for office, no, you don't get to vote.
Because then you don't know policy.
Yeah, it's like I'm talking about in the primary or the general. Because some people are like, I know the president. I'm like, but what about Senate? What about the House? What about dog catcher? Like, which by the way, I don't care. I don't give a fuck what people say. I think it is stupid that you have to vote for dog catcher. I don't understand why that's a position on ballots, but it is.
Dog catcher?
Yes, you have to actually vote for dog catcher. Yes.
They're like the person who catches dogs?
Yes.
What are we voting for that for? Is one like chopping it up and one being humane? Like, oh, we don't believe in black lab rights.
Yes, like this is the thing. Like, it's literally like there's a circle on there for dog catcher. Yes, there are people who run for like dog catcher and stuff like that. Yeah,
I want to run for that. Do you need
you don't want to catch.
experience?
You don't want to catch dogs. I know you don't want to catch dogs.
Do you remember that? Did I ever send you that video of me getting attacked?
Yes, you did. I heard about that.
That was
That's
scary.
tragic.
It was funny though. I got Tyler or us on the phone during it, and I was so bewildered, standing there confused. And he's like, "Where's the dog now?" And I show my camera, and the dog's right near me still. And he's like, "Spencer." He's like, "Why are you just making a phone call next to it?" And he's like, you need to get away. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm just really shocked right now, Tyler. And he's like, you're chilling with the dog who just attacked you? And I'm like, yeah, it seems pretty nice.
And it's
It was a
actually
misunderstanding.
see,
We
this
got
is
to know each other.
and this is what I will say about dogs. And there are certain ways of people in the hood. I will say that because this happens in Detroit. Luckily, it doesn't happen as much anymore. But I know people who have like dogs that are your size, and they'll literally have them tied to a wooden porch rail.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I'm like, with that, I'm like, I'm over here, especially because like I saw that. I'm like, bitch, I'm on the other side of the road. If your dog literally wants to come out, because you're not anywhere near here, you just tie the dog. And especially the time of day that I usually go walking, which is like 4 in the morning.
They leave the dog outside.
There are absolutely people who have left their dogs outside. Yes, there are times where I will tell you, like, there are times where I have seen people who it's 35 degrees outside and they'll leave their dog outside
That's not okay.
in the backyard.
Is that illegal?
No, it's not illegal. It's highly unrecommended.
Oh, you don't even know. And yes, please. I am saying I would do this. I would steal the dog. I'm sorry. I care more about dogs than laws.
Because this is the thing, like, I will say this the only time people are smart is once it starts snowing. Because it's like, there are times where it's like if you have a dog, it's like you eventually have to leave the house. That's honestly one of the reasons why I wouldn't get a dog because it's like there's some days, especially like living in the Northeast, there were days in winter, and we're still kind of like almost past it, but not quite. There are days it was 3 degrees outside,
That's
and
crazy.
yes, and it's like I could not imagine having a dog and having to go out when it's 3 degrees outside because that was one of those days where I'm like, right. I'm like, if they're not telling me that I can stay home, I let my boss know. I'm like, I'm staying home. Like, I don't care what you
Yeah.
like. Where it's like, oh, it's 5 degrees outside and it feels like it's negative 17. Pass. I'm staying home. Like,
That's disgusting.
no. Yeah. Here's the thing. I thought you'd have to deal with that weather when you go to Seattle. Apparently not. My thing is, I wouldn't mind it. I don't mind the cold, and it's honestly why I'm moving out of Detroit in probably like probably in like 2027 because I'm like, I don't mind the cold and it's like I just don't want to sit there and have to have a car in the cold.
Right.
Which is why I want to move to New York City because it's like, yes, I'll take a subway or I'll take a cab if I have to. If I'm all of a sudden like mug the right person, I can afford to take a cab places. This, that's that. Welcome to New York City.
Right. My family's from there. I get it.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I'll just live in like one of the poorer places. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna live in the Bronx. Like, what's the big deal? Like, I will sit there and be like, I am actually Prince from the block. I am not like Jenny. I'm not fake. Because this is the thing. Like, to Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez is so fake because she lived on the block. She went to Catholic private school.
Did she really?
Yes, it's like you're sitting there like I'm from the block. I'm from the block. No, you didn't, Sister Mary Whore. No, you didn't, Sister Mary Whore slut. Like, no, you're not from the block.
You're from the block outside of Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. It's like, let's get real. It's like, that's why, yeah. Which, yes, Jennifer Lopez, no. I'm not a huge fan of like rude celebrities. I saw like a video of like rude people. on like Watch Mojo. I'm like, that makes sense. That makes sense. That one makes sense.
Yeah, I really like. I told you I want to meet Selena Gomez just because of how nice I've heard she is.
I don't know if Selena Gomez is actually nice. I feel like that might be a little bit of an act.
So this is the thing. Not only in like like the crying and videos and all that.
Yeah,
There was a waiter on TikTok talking about like the nicest celebrity interactions he had. And apparently Selena Gomez and somebody she was with, whatever, would always frequent his place. And he said you wouldn't even know they were famous because when he would talk, they would just ask about his day. They'd come back a week later and then ask him specifically about what he told them, like, oh, how was your date at this place, that place? Like he was like, they remembered me like I'm a human and they were
yes.
never famous. I'm like, that's kind of, I like that.
Well, that's the thing. Like when people talk about how people who are famous when they act a certain way, it's like when people, it's like, no offense, I know she's one of your favorite singers, but it's like, of course Ariana Grande is a bitch. Everyone knows that. Like they knew that back in 2014 when she licked donuts and she's like, I hate Americans. It's like no shit. Like, duh, of course um you hate America and you hate yourself and you might be talented, but I feel like talented doesn't mean that you get to be an asshole.
I, if I could sing like her, I would never shut up ever. I'd be evicted from so many places.
Instead
Like,
of the way that you sing now, which is
well, I'd still be evicted from so many places, but like, I'd be willing to be evicted.
well, that's the thing where it's like, here's the thing, I have no proof because the video singing video you sent me, you said wasn't yours. And it's like, so honestly, okay, I will say this. On a scale of 1 to Heidi Montag, how bad are you?
Is Heidi Montag really bad?
Oh god. Yeah.
Um, I would say an 8.
Ooh.
It's that bad. I've had professional lessons, and even he was like, "I don't get it. You're trying so hard." I
It's
couldn't
so
get even the basics after 8 months, hours, hours, hours each week training.
well, but here's the secret. Maybe like I believe that you can put out an album. I'm not saying that you can put out a vocal album, but I believe you can put out one of those albums where it's like, I just feel your touch as you die. I just want to get lazy with you, you my babe.
I know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
yes, like Madonna, Justify My Love, like that kind of stuff, where it's like you're sitting there like almost like orgasming over the beat, like that kind of music. I think anybody can do. You do have to have a certain voice though, because like, can you imagine? I just want to see you and you just get it right. I just want to sit there and fuck you all night. Nobody wants to listen to
No.
that. Like,
What happens if I did my Twink ASMR like I used to?
oh, that was awful. There,
You
there
said it would
were
be awful?
yes, it was awful. Like this
I
is
got
the thing.
this.
I am good
The
with
sun.
you. I am good with you on most of your like um bits. I am like absolutely down, but there are some bits where I've told you, and I literally said it in live. I'm like, this is not funny. That bit that you did with the dog, where you sit there and like the dog was battling, I did not think that was funny at all, and I told you that.
Right.
Because I'm like, I don't get this. Like,
Honestly, I didn't either. I just noticed people were into it, so I just kept going with it.
that's the thing. You have enablers around you, and
Ah, ah.
we're not going to say who, but you have enablers around you, and I don't want to be an enabler for you. I want to be honest with you because I feel like that's how somebody who's your friend should be. Where somebody's like, "Oh, Spencer's my friend," he's like, "No, he's not." It's like you're sitting here letting him flop, and you're saying you're his friend. It's like you don't have to say like that's awful, but it's like I've seen you do better. Like that's all you have to say is like I've seen you do better. Here's what I would have done differently. It's not shade, it's the real.
I get it. So I think the reason that maybe they not everyone says those things is because you might be the only one who doesn't see them perfect.
Yes, and it's like don't get me wrong. That sounds bad. I love you for the way that you are. I love this, but it's like I want to see you at your best. Like and that's and that's how a friend should be. And these people who are like they're like, haha, you're so funny, you do everything, everything's perfect, fantastic, wonderful, love it, darling. Like, yes. Those
Um,
are gonna be the people who's like, oh, when you're no longer Twunk the Twink, when you're dried up and you have to sit there and it's like, oh, but he's not hot anymore. Like I only really liked him because he was hot and like he's used up now. He's not funny anymore. It's not funny. And
exactly.
if that is the kind of person you are, don't ever say you're Spencer or don't ever say you're Twonk's to a friend. Don't ever like no. No.
You know I'm not.
No. And because this is the thing where it's like and in that for the people who's like do that, I'm almost like I want to laugh at the joke because I want to see the joke too. It's like, but it's not there.
Yeah.
It's and you
My dad
actually
didn't like the Twin Tower joke. When I was like, do you know how I learned to subtract the Twin Towers? And he's like, oh, that wasn't very funny. I'm like, well, fuck you, it was. I'm like, I know sometimes there is factual.
no, it's literally it's like the joke that I made to you where it's like everyone should be grateful that the Twin Towers fell. Everyone who's like, there's no real estate in New York. There you go. They fucking created some. Like, you're
They were doing
welcome.
renovations. Bush lied. It was
This is
renovations.
the thing. I feel like your dad probably doesn't like the fucked up jokes.
He doesn't like Holocaust or 9/11 specifically. I don't know why 9/11. I know the Holocaust because he's a Jew born in 1944. But like,
You don't understand why he doesn't like 9/11.
what?
I can't because this is the thing. And not to say this, like your dad's older. He's used to like the Dean Martin roast, where like they all used to sit there and say like inappropriate stuff with like the womp womp after like every joke. And like that's we're over the like we grew up in the generation of the jokes where people were saying like if somebody was like extremely attracted to black guys, where they're like, there have been more black guys than you than on the hood of a cop car. Like that those are the kinds of jokes that like we were brought up
Yeah.
along, where it's like and it's
It was
like that's
all racial, everything.
yeah. And it's like not saying that like all of it's right because there are some jokes where we need to be sensitive. Like Jerry Springer was not the greatest example of things when it's like where you do one of those things where it's like you have a trans person on and they're like, is she a man or is she a woman or is she a dude? Like those kind of things.
Yeah.
Not exist, not necessarily like the greatest example of stuff, but
Yeah.
some jokes transferred, and it's like the 9/11 was the thing. Like, okay, come on. Now I just thought about something. Sorry. There's no way that your dad's fine with all the jokes that you make about your mom. There's no way. Like,
We actually, he'll be like, come on, Spence. But like with the other jokes, he'll like laugh hardcore. But when it comes to that, oh, come on, Spence. When it comes to the Holocaust, Spencer. My dad, you weren't there. I mean, like you're old enough to have been there. I wouldn't have been here, but give you 2 years in a different country, and I probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah, and it's like, first of all, it's like that's factual. It's like that's bad, it's factual. It's like, but the Holocaust actually happened. It's not like you're making up stuff where people are like, it's like, haha, the Earth is flat. Like, haha, there's no way that we can go around a globe. Like,
Oh, I don't understand how people breathe. Their lungs could work, but their brain doesn't. Doesn't your brain have to work for your lungs to work?
what is it? That's like, speaking of the like flat Earth stuff, the rapper B.O.B. like a few years ago, he's like, I can see the curvature of the Earth, so therefore the Earth is flat. No, that's not how that works.
He said that?
Yes, and then he literally did like a rap song where he literally did a diss track to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I thought you were going to say to the earth.
You thought he did a diss track to the Earth?
To Mother Nature. Listen here, bitch. It ain't a sphere. You better fear. My dick on up here.
What was it? Yeah, it's like celebrities should not be allowed near Neil deGrasse Tyson. I remember like Katy Perry did an interview one time. She's like, amazing, love that. It's like, why are you the one that's talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson? Like,
Rather than somebody who could actually talk with him.
yes, like, she's like mind blown.
It's like as if they hired Neil deGrasse Tyson to ask her about singing. There's no connection. You know what I mean?
That would honestly, yes, it's like, or it's like, it's if you wanted to go one further, yeah, that would be the same thing. Or it's like if they hired Milli Vanilli and asked them to ask people about singing.
Yeah.
It's like, so
Lip syncing. They won
yes,
the lip sync challenge for a few years.
yeah, they were so good, and like they really like rode those black guys' coattails, and like all of a sudden, like they made millions of dollars off of those black guys who actually did the work, and they're like,
And then they were caught not singing, right?
yes, no, literally, it was, what was it, in front of 80,000 people. They had the track skip where it's like, girl, you know it's, girl, you know it's, girl, you know it's, and it went like 15 times, and they had to run off stage.
Really?
Yes, and it was on like a televised event too, so it was like 80,000 people, and they're on MTV, and they got
Were
caught.
people freaking out?
They
I couldn't
freaked out.
imagine.
They freaked out. They didn't want to go back on stage because they got caught.
Do you remember Ashley Simpson?
Yes,
Do you remember that situation?
of course, where she
With
said
her.
sang the wrong song. Absolutely. Where
Can
it's
you
like,
see me?
yes,
Okay, good. It blacked out for a sec.
it's like, yes, it blacked out. Now I can see you. It's exactly like seeing you when you're stoned or drunk. Um,
I've never been stoned or drunk before.
you can't say that with a straight face. You know that's not. You literally got sick the last time you got drunk because of
Gardening.
no. You
Yeah,
apparently
I got off live and threw up nonstop, and Curtis had to take over once.
okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you this: was he an enabler, or was it like you wanted to try it?
I was pushing. I was pushing. He's always one, "Are you sure, babe? Are you sure?" You know, like really politely. He doesn't enable.
That's
I'm the one who pushed him to like, "Hey, can I just take a shot, please, please?" It's like, okay.
well, okay. Were you trying to take like shots to like prepare for like sex? Because that's not smart.
Oh no, no, no. I just wanted to see if
Yeah.
it would make me more fun on a live. because being tipsy, your personality is different.
See, that's the one thing. I'm thinking about if I'm gonna drink before I do stand up. And I'm not too sure yet. I still have a little bit of time because it's not till April, but I might do it sober.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of like that. I like that I can do things sober because it's like there's some people who like just to get in all the geesh that I'm in now, they would have been like, I need to get a shot, which would have been bad because I started this at 10 in the morning. So like that may have been bad where it's like, it's fine, I'm drinking. It's like so what? You could pour the Baileys into your Cheerios, like
Honey Nut Baileys. I used to date somebody who was a drunk, but I didn't realize they were a drunk. I mean, I did after a week because then I broke up with them. But I met them from Grinder. I went over and they were drinking a ton. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Wake up in the morning, we're walking, and he's like, I need to get a drink. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because I have such a hangover. It like if you take a little bit, it helps. And I was just
Yes.
like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. And then he drinks it all, and then he drinks. And it was like that for a week. And then he hooked up with his straight friend when we became official.
Yeah. That's like the ex that I had who sat there and like got mad that I hooked up with somebody after he had gotten his dick sucked twice when I went to work one day. I'm like, um, I don't think you have room to talk. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't. And it's like, and this was the thing. Like, the guy I hooked up with was a deaf person, so I was doing the wards. Um,
Was he?
yes, I actually hooked. I've had sex with two deaf people before, and it's like weird because like especially when you're like getting topped, your natural instinct is to moan, but it's like but they can't hear you. So it's like
Right. I would start screaming random words like giraffe, giraffe, and like see if they would even notice. You were a failure to your family. You like that, you little faggot? And then they'll be like, they wouldn't even know word you. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm a faggot. I could say these things.
yes, that's almost as bad as like what was it? I remember like and then this got blocked out on your live, but I was talking about like the chat GPT and like and he's like and you said like I just started the most offensive thing. So I sat there, I'm like I censored this out, but I'm like N word, T word. Um, those are just like you just put the most offensive things where it's like kite. Like literally just
Yeah.
like, and that's how the joke starts writing.
Oh,
and
I
yes,
still love
and yes,
punchline.ai.
for
I
the record, I
recommend.
can say that word. I am very small percent Jewish, so I can say that word. Um,
Yeah. And I'm ashy, so I'm even more Jewish.
did you say I'm ashy?
I'm ashy. Yeah, I inherited it. I'm heat resistant also, right?
See, this is the thing. I have never heard the word ashy used to describe anything but kneecaps. So I'm like, that is the
No,
first
like we're
time
literally ashes. Like we were.
that it's
It's
like,
crazy. It's like, why are we like, oh, our people are so against cremation. Then why have we done it so much? Aren't most of us cremated? Like hypocrisy.
and it's like, this is the thing where people are like, oh, I'm anti cremation, especially people in Japan. It's like, well, bitch, maybe you should be. It's I think about it this way. You're sitting in Tokyo and you can't sit there because your bedroom is like the size of a closet. Maybe if you motherfuckers had sat there and like let people burn you and put you in urns, you'd be able to have like a normal size apartment.
Do you know why I chose number tattoos for my arm?
Because you're a nerd.
No, because I'm Jewish and I wanted the numbers on my wrist. This one I was gonna be like solve for X. He gave me the best one. He gave me a number. He gave me an equation.
Word. I love that.
Ooh, Auschwitz loves me. Oh my god, I was the Auschwitz bottom.
Well, that's the thing where people are like, "Oh, but they killed gay people." I'm like, I'm guaranteeing you, the one that was taking all the dicks was the one who got killed last. Like, because
The
they
one who
needed.
had the most stretchable hole was killed last.
Yes.
Do you think there was a lot of gay sex there happening?
What happening in the concentration camps? I think there's
Yeah,
lots of gay sex happening anywhere with repression. Absolutely,
true.
because like that's the thing where people are like, "Oh, don't have sex in prison." I'm like, it's like you're not supposed to sit there, and it's like the secret is you're supposed to be like, "Oh, that hurts."
You're supposed to?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be like, "I don't want this," and then all of a sudden it's like, "Bitch, I'll take a dick's bigger than y'all's, motherfucker." Like that's
But
what
how
you
do you not like
do.
bleed? Like you probably do get hurt, right?
So,
Physically.
so like that's yes, you probably do. Or if you're smart, what you do is because technically this is how things get into prison. You have one of your friends shove lube up their ass, like not like actually like lube up your ass, but like they shove the bottle up their ass and then they take it out once you get inside the prison.
True. I thought you were gonna say shit out of bottled poppers. Could you imagine you forgot it was up there? You start topping the person, you're like, oh, this hurts. And he's like, oh yeah. You reach and pull out poppers and he smells them and he's like, okay, I'm ready.
Or it's like you have that friend who like snuck in a cell phone and then all of a sudden you're fucking them and their ass starts ringing.
What happens if you're one of those guys who's like really into scent and they put the bottle of poppers in their ass and you're like, and then suddenly you're like, wait, why am I high right now? All I did was smell his asshole.
It's like, first of all, I will say this. Not saying that I've ever done them, but I've been with guys who have done them. Poppers smell disgusting.
Do they?
Like, yes, because okay, here's where I'm going to educate the children. Poppers are VHS cleaner. Of course, it smells terrible. It smells like chlorine.
And why do people? Well, I guess it helps loosen you up.
Yes, which again, to understand, I don't understand why tops do them. It's like, why do you need your hole to be loose? You're the one who's fucking the ass.
Like smoke, do something, like I mean, I guess if you're in the middle of a three-way,
Yeah, but I'm talking about like,
the back part.
it's like you're the one who's like, you're the one who's the top, which again, to me, this is the one thing where somebody pointed this out and it's 100% true. Why is the bottom the one called the bottom when they're the one who's in the front position in some instances?
That's weird.
Yeah, because think about that logically. That doesn't make sense.
They're the front. They're in front.
Yeah,
Or
they're in front, and yet they're the bottom. Like, shouldn't the bottom be the one in the back?
that's so weird. That's weird to think of. I'm gonna masturbate after this, by the way, from that thought. But yeah, I've actually been masturbating this entire time. That's why I have my window open. Maybe they'll. I just want them to get curtains already.
You're gonna be that like 65-year-old guy who sits there with like the trench coat and all the watches that like, hi everybody.
There's gonna be a cop standing out my window knocking, stop masturbating. And I'm gonna be like, spit right onto my cock and make eye contact with him. And slowly just like Maybe lift the leg a little so he could see a little pulse action. I love the comments that I get when they're like, "Oh, I loved your whole video. I love the way it puckers and quivers." And I'm like, I never heard that until somebody told me they liked the way my hole quivers. I'm like, I didn't even know quivering hole was a thing.
Apparently, mine does it naturally. I didn't know it. So like, there was a time where like I was fucking a white guy. Yes, it happens. It happens rarely, but it happens. But anyway, it's like
Financially or sexually?
sexually.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. I don't know about that. And first of all, it's like I wouldn't fuck someone financially. If I'm gonna steal money, I'm gonna steal from a corporation. I'm gonna siphon from Disney $100,000, $10,000 at a time. I'm not a dumbass. Um,
Or like old people's homes. Like, yeah, like they aren't going to be around that long. So they'll be anxious for another few
you don't need the
months.
money. Anyway, yeah. So like he was sitting there and like as he was about to come, apparently my like hole tightened up. And he's like, "Why didn't you tell me that happens?" I'm like, "I don't fuck myself. I don't know that that happens. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to tell you? It's not like I fucked myself before."
Just know at about 3 minutes, 30 seconds in, there's about this much pressure that's going to be around your
Yeah,
cock tip.
yeah, it's like, how am I supposed to tell you? It's like maybe the guys that I've had sex with before are into that, and that's why they haven't said anything because they think I'm doing it intentionally. It's like, no, that's how my body works.
My hole's just always blowing kisses when I come. Do you know like that bow knot that I get every time on like when I do battles on TikTok? Every
The
time I get a
oh,
bow
oh,
knot,
no,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
of
yeah.
my hemorrhoid. And it's so awful when I keep getting that. I'm like, oh yeah, it reminds me I have cream to take, and I keep forgetting it. And every time I get it, I don't want this fucking gift that's reminding me of hemorrhoid cream.
Well, this is the thing. Like, as someone who bottoms rarely, or is gonna have to bottom more, is it eventually gonna get better?
Oh, the cream almost has it all gone. It's
Yeah, no,
like
no,
even
no, no,
prettier
no, but
again.
I'm saying, like, you're gonna have to do that every time. What I'm asking is it eventually gonna stop? Like, you
I
gonna stop
think
the hemorrhage?
so. I think I took it. I definitely, it wasn't him going too hard. It was me going too fast instead of loosening for a bit. I like pulled him in after, you know?
Hey, you're not supposed to do that. Like,
My ass was hungry. It's been starving for 2.5 years. You go fucking drop food over Ethiopia and you don't tell me they ain't gonna eat.
I mean, well, I mean, okay, let's see. That's a good point. I'm thinking, I'm like, what's the longest since I've started bottoming that I haven't bottomed? And
Over 2 years for me.
I actually think it's right now because it's been the last time I had like anything other than a tongue in my ass would be December. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Considering we're in March,
That's a long time, isn't it?
yeah, and it's like I don't because again, it's like I'm having new goals. I don't want to be just like a pump and dump for some guy. That's not. There's no fulfillment in that. And anyone who's like, oh, but it makes me feel so good. I'm like, yeah, it makes you feel so good for about an hour if you're lucky, and then you come down, and then there's nothing but
Semen
sadness.
and blood.
Yeah, and it's like no. Well, okay. Actually, I was gonna say I'm like I've never bled on a dick. That's not true. But in my defense, it only happened once. It wasn't my fault. It
I've
was
bled on someone's dick.
well because my thing was it was like I was. We're not gonna say how old I was, but I was having sex with an 18-year-old top. Like that. Decide he didn't have lube and he had like lotion. Which, by the way, to children out there, lotion is not lube. No.
Yep, nope, nope,
And like
nope.
he was like bam, 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 and then all of a sudden he just stopped, and I'm like, And I'm like, what happened? He's like, I see blood. And I'm like, I literally had to like, I called one of my friends. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do because I was freaking out. That never happened before. He's like, okay, you can't have sex for a week. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Done. And he's like, eventually it's just gonna heal. And I'm like, no, like that's the thing now where it's like, yeah, as I said, it's like I don't like random sex anymore. Like that's just, I think that comes with reflection, meditation, and I was gonna say maturation, but that's not a word. Being mature. Um,
Maturation is a word.
it is.
Yeah.
Are you sure about this? We're not
I
like
know it's me, but yeah. Wait, is it
no, it's not.
matured? Maturation.
No, it's being mature. That's not the word. Maturation is not a word.
Like you gained the maturity.
Yes, that's the way you say it, but maturation is not a word.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm
Okay,
like
I'm
90.
gonna ask Brian about this after.
Gonna ask who? Brian.
I'm gonna write Brian after and be like, listen, we have new words to add to the Twonctionary. Like the maturation period. Oh, the maturity period. I don't even remember how to spell these words. These words are not even real words right now.
Because maturation would be Maturation.
Yeah,
Yes.
maturation.
Yes, but I also don't think it's a word. I might be wrong.
You spelled it though, therefore it is a word. If you could spell it, you could tell it. Oh no.
That's okay. So I can also spell Blumpkin. Does that make that a word?
Did you say
Like,
Blumpkin?
yes. Does that make that a word? Like,
It is. It is a
it's
word.
it is an Urban Dictionary word. That does not make it a word.
Urban Dictionary is the Merriam-Webster of today's society.
Oh my god.
Oh, I was going to ask you because obviously these are edited, right? So I could say something.
No.
No,
No.
didn't know that.
No, I'm doing this like I'm keeping it because like editing's hard. That's
JK.
no, and it's like first of all, it's like if I edited it, you're gonna edit out the funny parts. Like that's the other thing where it's like, so I'm like, just let it flow, man.
I feel like now we're like seeming like we are editing it, but we wanted to like put it out there. Like, no, we wouldn't edit this.
No, we're not gonna
It seems like such a stage thing for me to say.
like. No, I'm not editing anything. So okay, you can just talk a little bit. I will admit I didn't think about how we were gonna end this.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you.
Oh God.
We thought about everything else, the business plan. We didn't get the
Yes.
last step.
Yes. The business plan was talk, discuss life, make jokes. That
And
was
money.
it.
It was press start, talk, joke, cash sign. I mean, we could like end with like
I'm
showing everyone our cocks or something like.
thinking.
Or how about we end on a question?
Well, this is first of all, it's like it's gonna take a little bit to like get to my dick because like this is the thing. It's like I mean, well, it wouldn't take that much. I'm just layered up because like that's how I sit and drag. But anyway, it's like so let's see. How are we gonna end on a question? What are your thoughts on how this went? No, I'm just kidding. No, that's a terrible. No, we do not want people's comments. No.
Should I ask one?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What is your least and most favorite minority? Enter in the comments below.
Oh God.
Maybe not that, but like, how
No, we have
about
to think,
most favorite?
we have to think of a different question. Like that's a question where it's like,
How big do you think Elon Musk's dick is?
I was gonna say the question that some people thought that I should ask on my podcast. What's your number? Like that's I'm like I cannot ask people this. Like when I had somebody say that, I'm like I cannot ask people their number. I'm like that's so rude.
How about this? What's your mother's maiden name, your first dog's name, the last four of your social, and your favorite vacationing spot? Chat. You need to answer all of that for this to work.
Or
Are we
no.
gonna have to write questions for next time?
Here's how we'll end this. It's like if you received an email from the Nigerian prince, please send him your bank account information so he can send you money. With that being said,
Oh my god, we could each end one like something. Like how Katya and them do.
okay, work. Go ahead. I'm gonna stick with that. That's
Which was your favorite tower? If you could choose a tower to stay, which one would it have been?
and this is Backdoor Entertainment, episode 1. We'll see you all on episode 2. Bye
Some of
bye.
you, if you live. Bye. Cancer sucks. Oh, wait, are we still filming?
1 second.